Did The Witcher approach Liam Hemsworth to replace Henry Cavill much earlier than we thought? Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. However, the Tudum article currently doesn't mention the year 2020 in that part of the article. It was either never there or removed after fans pointed out the issue, which we can't confirm. The fan also pointed out how the comparison made in the article between Cavill and Hemsworth's roles also allegedly insulted the former. In the article, showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich did mention that he knew Liam Hemsworth would make a perfect Geralt for us in Season 4. He shared that Hemsworth's version of the White Wolf will differ slightly. He shared, his voice, his tone is slightly different, and he does have a little bit more humor. Liam loves to curse, and we've brought cursing back. Producer Tomasz Baginski added, "Our Geralt smiles a bit more. Maybe he feels a little more emotional, maybe he's a little more emotional than before." Fans of Cavill didn't find these comments appropriate, as they insulted his portrayal of the character. Even as fans got to see Liam Hemsworth swinging the sword in the trailer for the new season of The Witcher, the series still remains in hot water. A latest Tudum article has allegedly caused fans to double down on their hatred for the series. A fan shared alleged screenshots of the said article on X, which detailed how Hemsworth landed the role. According to the screenshot posted by the fan, it was written that Hemsworth was contacted for the Geralt of Rivia role in 2020. Interestingly, Henry Cavill was filming the role for his second season of the show during this time. The fan alleged that the mentioned timeline was an embarrassment for Cavill. Hemsworth recently addressed the hate against him for taking on the role. He shared that he had to take extreme measures like staying off social media for a year to avoid the hatred. He shared with Entertainment Weekly, "There was quite a bit of noise and I had to put that aside. It started to become a distraction. I dealt with that sort of thing in the past a lot and, at the end of the day, I love making movies and I love telling stories and acting. I just don't want any of that to affect my way of telling the story that I'm trying to tell. I jumped off social media and the internet most of last year." He shared during an appearance on Live with Kelly and Mark that when he was approached for the role, he had never seen Cavill's version or read the books. However, he played the video game, calling it one of the best video games of all time. It was the game that made him take on the role. According to Liam Hemsworth's story, his agent called with the opportunity when he was at home in Australia. He was initially skeptical about taking on the role. However, a conversation with Hissrich helped him. He told Tudum, "I felt like I was going to have the support and the confidence that I needed to really pull it off." However, the Tudum article currently doesn't mention the year 2020 in that part of the article. It was either never there or removed after fans pointed out the issue, which we can't confirm. The fan also pointed out how the comparison made in the article between Cavill and Hemsworth's roles also allegedly insulted the former. In the article, showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich did mention that he knew Liam Hemsworth would make a perfect Geralt for us in Season 4. He shared that Hemsworth's version of the White Wolf will differ slightly. He shared, his voice, his tone is slightly different, and he does have a little bit more humor. Liam loves to curse, and we've brought cursing back. Producer Tomasz Baginski added, "Our Geralt smiles a bit more. Maybe he feels a little more emotional, maybe he's a little more emotional than before." Fans of Cavill didn't find these comments appropriate, as they insulted his portrayal of the character. When Henry Cavill was cast as Geralt of Rivia in Netflix's The Witcher, he had already read Andrzej Sapkowski's books. He was also a longtime fan of the video game adaptations by CD Projekt Red. He was often the best source of information during the series filming. So it was a shock when the series announced in October 2022 that Cavill had stepped down from Season 4. While we still don't know what Liam Hemsworth brings to the role, there's no denying that fans unanimously loved Cavill in the role. After nearly 3 years of silence, showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich recently commented on Cavill's exit. During an interview with Entertainment Weekly, he shared the reason for Cavill stepping down. He had plans for other roles that he really wanted to commit himself to. However, fans weren't convinced. There was already unverified information out there that Cavill left because the series deviated heavily from the lore, which he couldn't agree with. It was widely shared that Cavill was a stickler for the original books and even obsessed over some details. It allegedly caused bad news for fans wishing to see Henry Cavill don the 007 role after Amazon finds a new choice for James Bond. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Please like, share and subscribe for more. After Amazon MGM Studios took the creative control of James Bond from Eon Productions, Jeff Bezos asked fans on X for their favorite casting choice. Fans came up with several names, from Tom Hardy to Aaron Taylor-Johnson. But the most popular pick was obvious. Fans wanted Henry Cavill in the role. Henry Cavill is a fan favorite to take on the role of James Bond after Daniel Craig stepped down from the role. Many fans knew that he competed with Craig for the role back when Pierce Brosnan exited the role. However, he is still being overlooked for the role, as Amazon is reportedly eyeing another younger actor for the role. According to World of Real, the studio is quietly pushing for Jacob Elordi as a contender. A source told the outlet that Elordi will take a screen test next year, which includes a tuxedo fit and action scenes. It was reported that a final decision will be taken by mid-2026, with substantial input from director Denis Villeneuve. Earlier, Deadline's Baz Bamigboy reported that Villeneuve was looking for young, unknown British actors for the role. The new report goes directly against Deadline's report, as Elordi is far from an unknown actor, and he is Australian. Fans of the Man of Steel actor are happy with neither of these reports. It appears that Cavill could be pushed out of the role in favor of a younger actor in the role. Moreover, Cavill's projects after the DCU have been underwhelming, and several of his announced projects have gone nowhere. These factors appear to have impacted his star value a bit. Campbell shared that while Cavill was in great physical shape for the role, he looked a little young for it. He told Express UK at the time, "He looked great in the audition. His acting was tremendous. And look, if Daniel didn't exist, Henry would have made an excellent Bond. He looked terrific, he was in great physical shape. Very handsome, very chiseled. He just looked a little young at that time back then." During Argyle's promotion, Matthew Vaughn revealed that Campbell preferred Cavill in the role, but Barbara Broccoli had other plans. He shared, "I know that the director preferred your audition, but Barbara preferred Daniel Craig's 2004 film Layer Cake via Sirius XM. He added that the producer decided that Cavill was too young for the role. Cavill has already shown his spy skills in Guy Ritchie's films, The Man from UNCLE and The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Moreover, he has a clear vision for James Bond. During an interview with Interview magazine, he shared how he loved a mix of Sean Connery's coolness and Daniel Craig's intensity. He shared, "Well, I just loved the coolness of Connery's Bond. He just sort of oozes cool. And Craig was very real and powerful. You could practically smell the danger on him. There was a danger to Connery's Bond, too, but sort of at his leisure." Appearing on The Rich Eisen Show last year, Cavill expressed his interest in the role. He shared, "Maybe I'm too old now, maybe I'm not. It's up to Barbara Broccoli and Mike Wilson, and we'll see what their plans are." For all these reasons, fans are backing the Superman actor to play the lead in Denis Villeneuve's upcoming film. When Daniel Craig first beat Cavill